Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. So today is Voice of Calling's 1 year anniversary. So we made this like kind of like presentation, I guess. It's like looking back at this year and all the accomplishments that we made along the way. So, well, yeah, so we're celebrating today because it's the 1 year anniversary. And I'm Daniel, and I am the event manager for Voice of Calling. So Jason is also the event manager, but he's going to be a little late today. So we'll just go on without him. So now if we could have Kevin Kwok, who is our president, he's going to give us a speech.
Okay, all right. I guess I'll start my speech. We listen, we go, we work. The motto of Voice of Calling reflects our mission. We listen to the underprivileged members of our society, and specifically those who have limited access to computer education. We strive to hear the stories of those who need our help in order to best address their needs. We go to them. Whether it's offline or online, we actively reach out to ensure that everyone is aware and can benefit from our own unique resources. Finally, we work to provide them education about computer software and hardware so that no one is at an educational disadvantage in regard to these fields simply due to their relative socioeconomic status. Along with that, we research current trends and topics in computer science and develop helpful applications in accordance with our studies. Next, we'll further discuss our nonprofit organization of young computer scientists that we started in 2019, where we set off to help young students who are in need of computer science education. After a year of hard work and dedication, we now look to the past to see how far we've come and the lives we've changed.
Nice speech.
Okay, so now we're going to have Catherine Cho, who is our secretary for Voice of Calling, and she's going to talk about our past, like a brief history. So if we can have Catherine.
Not even here.
Oh, she's not here.
I think so.
Um,
It's venting.
okay, then okay, then we have Eunice Lee next, who is our vice president of Voice of Calling, and she's gonna go more in depth of what we did this year, like our accomplishments. So
Yeah, I don't think Eunice is here either.
okay. um, okay, then we're gonna go. So Yunji Song, she's our treasurer for Voice of Calling, so she's gonna talk about the donations that we received this year. So, yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone. Okay, so let's just start. This is Clay Shin, and on our first meeting, so 1 year ago today, we ate pizza thanks to his mom. Technically not a donation to like our organization, but it's very important. And this is Clay again, and this is Sam, and they fixed a computer and they gave us $20. That was our first official donation. It's right there. That was the $20. And then this is Clay again. In that envelope is $500, which he won at a gaming competition and donated to Voice of Calling. And that's our teacher. And the very next day, she decided that she wanted to beat Clay, so she donated $501. And then this is Haley. She, her mom donated us t-shirts, these t-shirts, so we can use them for our 3-day coding camp. That's Wang Zhenlim wearing our t-shirt, and that's Sam making the t-shirt. That's the other Sam, by the way. And then Clay Clay and Sam also sold water bottles and gave us $100. This was over quarantine. That's what they did. And that's Catherine Cho, and she did private tutor and donated everything to Voice of Calling. Also, we did 2 GoFundMe fundraisers this year. The first one was just for like coding related projects, and the second one was for our COVID-19 projects. We also received a donation from an anonymous donor, and we raised money through Facebook. That's our Facebook ID, so username. So you guys should follow our Facebook and like our stuff. And that's it.
Very nice.
Okay, so I think Catherine's here now. So yeah, she's going to be talking about our history, the stuff we've accomplished this year. Oh, is she not here?
Oh no, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so last spring, a group of students studying computer science collected and repaired computers and tablets, sending them to Cambodia for the underprivileged children to use. On August 1st, students gathered together to clearly lay out the future plans and goals of the organization. Soon after, more students pursuing computers began to join, allowing the organization to grow into something much bigger with a deeper and wider purpose. Students began to create coding tutorials, uploading them onto YouTube as a free source for students to access. Following this, we also built a website called Voice of Coding as a free platform where students could access these videos of us teaching coding. The organization held a coding and robotics camp for foster children for 2 days in November. And although we were interrupted by the coronavirus, we still found ways to help those in need by holding a coding camp in July and making masks and face shields to distribute out to foster children on Giving Day. Once the organization began to flourish even more, we held a Voice of Calling board election. Through this, Kevin Kwok became our very first president and Eunice Lee became our vice president. That's mostly, that's it.
Okay, so now we're gonna have Eunice Lee, who is our vice president of this club or nonprofit organization, and she's gonna be talking about our milestones, so like more in depth of what Catherine mentioned. And yeah.
So I am Voice of Calling's Vice President Eunice Lee. I will be going over our memorable moments thus far. Let's get started. Voice of Calling focuses on bringing computer education to new places. One of our first projects was a Cambodia outreach trip. 2 of our members went to Cambodia with donated computers and money to set up a computer class in the Shrey Los commune. It is still the only school for children who live miles away. In the back of the leftmost picture, you will see a small part of the school. This is a closer look at the school. The school was made from a few shipping containers. When we arrived, the teacher had already installed an AC system, and with the donations that Voice of Calling provided, they were able to pay off the bill for the well. The well is the blue pipe on the right. And this is the overall look of the land. For the foster camp, Voice of Calling hosted a free camp for foster children. Each child had their own computer and could learn in a safe and healthy learning environment. We taught robotics and coding. For robotics, students got to build a car that connected to a remote. A game of Pop the Balloon was played at the end. The children especially liked this activity because it was very engaging. And for the students who preferred coding, they got to familiarize themselves with coding through online puzzles. And this is just a few of the activities we did. Voice of Coding is a program entirely made by our Voice of Calling members. We made a website for computer science teachers to be able to teach AP Comp-Sci curriculum remotely. If you see on our website, voiceofcalling.com, there'll be a little subsection called voiceofcoding.com, and a lot of our videos are posted there. These are just some of our members diligently teaching, and once again, their videos can be found online. COVID-19 work. Although we are a coding-focused organization, we decided to step up during the recent outbreak. In response to the COVID-19 outbreak, all of our members pitched in to make masks and ear guards for hospitals. We prepared handmade masks made of materials to use in N95 masks. While these were single-use only, they helped while there was a mask shortage. These are all the materials we made or gathered throughout the process. Here you can see that we delivered them to hospitals who appreciated the help. Next, we will pass the mic on to Kevin Kwok, our president.
Okay. So I'm going to be talking about our ataxia project. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong button. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just going to go through this. So ataxia is a degenerative disease of the nervous system. It's caused by damage to the cerebellum, brain. Ataxia is done by doctors, and they're all like subjectively analyzed rather than quantitatively. So these tests include like finger to finger testing, finger to nose testing, and then nose finger nose testing, and more. So it's like this, as seen as the pictures. They kind of like the patients touch their nose and then touch the doctor's fingers, and then the doctors basically diagnose them just based on like, I guess their subjective analysis. So the problem with that is because they're subjectively done, there's like ambiguity based on who your doctor is. So the goal of our project was to make a program that can quantitatively measure tests using like a touch screen. So that came our Generation 1 project of Ataxia V from 2018 to 2019. So these are our members from 2018 to 2019. Out of these 5, everyone besides me is well, I guess they're going into college this year, so they just graduated this year. We got Sean, we got Ryan, Jean, me, and Joseph. So the project we made was kind of a virtual test on a website, and there's a lot of tests. So right now here is just the horizontal test, but there's a lot more tests, like a vertical test and diagonal tests. And it's currently a pending patent and is described as an evaluation system of ataxia on the internet web browser. Unfortunately, the project had to end short because they're all graduating. So I was the only one left behind, and the project was put on hold until Generation 2, which is going on right now. So it started this year and is still going. So the new project is basically instead of just on a website, we decided to make it into like a 3D real test environment space, and by using this camera. So right now it's just like this was just taken by this is some other program, but it's basically what we want. It like shows what we want to do, and it tracks this blue color and draws a line. So we're planning on doing that. But we haven't gotten any too far yet. We're still currently in the planning and developing stage. So that's all for now.
Okay, so now we're gonna watch a short video. It's Jason, who is our vet manager. So he made masks during Corona, what's it called, quarantine. So
My name is Jason Lee, and I'm a sophomore at Granada Hills Charter High School, and I'm part of a nonprofit organization called Voice the Calling. Due to the situation at hand of COVID-19, I have took the initiative to make masks for our first responders. I already have made 200 masks and distributed 100 masks to California Hospital Medical Center. In order to make these masks, it consists of 3 layers. 2 layers of Pelon 360, which is perforated, and 100% polypropylene, and sandwiched in between these 2 layers is Filty filter, which filters out 0.3 microns of particle. And once you have a pair of these, you sew them in the middle like this, as shown as on this mask right here. And once that's done, you get 2 elastic strings and attach them on the side right here. And then after that's done, you get a nose piece right here and place it right over here. The finished product will look like this. And this is how it's on a face. And hopefully during this time you stay safe and wear a mask. And thank you for all your support.
okay. Next we have Samuel and
Oh
Nam.
God, please no.
So over quarantine, he's been making face shields with his dad, or like the band thing, the headband thing with the 3D printer. So yeah.
Sam, how about changing letters a little bigger?
Okay. Like that.
It's more thick,
Taller.
taller. Yeah.
And
Is it fit inside of the?
it can wait. Yep. There.
This part is not useful.
We started this because we heard on the news that there was a shortage of medical supplies for the frontline workers. So we decided to help by 3D printing and making visors, face shields, and masks. At first, it was slow for me to work because I was inexperienced in 3D printing and I was working with a new material. But after a while, I was able to 3D print 2 visors at a time and put a group name on it. My work is affecting my neighborhood because it's helping doctors and nurses to get the supplies they need so they can prevent the spread of the coronavirus. As I work, I don't feel anything. I feel normal as I enjoy 3D printing, and it's just I get into it. But after I finish a batch, that's when I feel relieved because I know that these visors are going to be in good use by the doctors and nurses. I learned that by doing something hopeful, something small and hopeful every day will amass into something that will have a huge impact. My dad helped me keeping an eye on the 3D printer because I'm always studying during the day. My dad, he would wake up early and start the 3D printer so that we can make more visors every day. This sort of interaction between me and my dad, it created a stronger relationship because my dad, he got a new hobby from this 3D printing, and I also have 3D printing as my hobby. So because both of us like 3D printing, we sort of created a bond, a stronger bond between us. Our team sent masks and face shields to Northridge Hospital, California Hospital Medical Center, and UCLA Lower Canyon Dialysis LLC, and they were thankful. And because of their thankfulness, I feel more motivated to work harder and to supply more face shields for them. I'll send them a hardcover as a gift and hope that you'll take it into her side.
Okay, so great video by Sam and his dad. Okay, so next we have Minjin Kim. He's our public relations and social media manager. So he's going to be talking about like the data and statistics of our social media platforms.
You can screen share.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be going over some ethics. No, statistics, what am I saying? Yeah, that's like the basic table of contents. You guys can read that real quick. Okay. Alright, that's the main website that we have. It's called voiceofcalling.org. It has really a lot of visits lately because of the coding camp. It's like 500% growth and stuff. Yeah. And this one's the one where we have the tutorial videos for codingvet.com. And this one's just, yeah, we need more advertising for this one. So make sure you guys like contact more people for this. Keep working on it. This is our Facebook. It has quite a lot of reach, some engagements. Yeah, you guys should probably go follow it. And we just saw the video that Jason had, and we also have it on Facebook. He's pretty famous, you know. You see that? Yeah. For YouTube, we have 258 videos, and most of them are all the coding bat tutorial videos. And we just reached 10,000 views on YouTube. Yay. And this is our most viewed YouTube video. It has Haley just talking about the introduction things for the coding camp. Yeah, so we started as 12 members and we have 39 now. Yay. This is like just like a random fact that Jaden's involved in. He came out in like 10 times out of the 15 posts of our members, and he has the most volunteer hours of 144 hours and 14 minutes. Yeah. This is our volunteers of the year section. Jaden's first place with all those hours. Yay. And Sam second place with 112 hours and 57 minutes. And lastly, we have Hamosu with 102 hours. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Wait, Eunice, were you done with your other speech or presentation?
If you don't mind, I'll go over the Giving Day right now.
Okay.
So the Giving Day was a culmination of our COVID-19 work, as you saw in the videos earlier. We created boxes filled with masks, wipes, ear bars, and more, and set up a drive-by booth for families with foster children. We got together after stay-at-home orders were lifted, but still strictly abided by the safety precautions recommended by health experts. And these are some more pictures. Our booth was a success. Many families came and were thankful that we hosted such a program.
Okay. So now we're gonna watch another video. So this is a video about our coding camp that we partnered up with COVID-19. So this was on July 20th to July 25th. So our Voice of Calling members helped. We taught block and like scratch coding to elementary students. So we'll watch this short video.
Hi, I'm Haley, and I'm so excited to introduce the COVID-19 Project's one-week coding camp featuring Voice of Calling. Students will be able to express their creativity and imagination using the programming language Scratch. Team mentors from Voice of Calling will guide them through programming the setting, then students will be able to create their own varieties of animations.
From 9 to 10 a.m. PST, we will be holding the storytelling and game design activities.
From 10 to 11, we will be holding the music and sounds and friends activities.
From 11 to 12, we'll be hosting the art and fashion design activities.
From 12 to 1, we will be holding music and sound and sports activities.
From 1 to 2, we will be holding the storytelling and game design activities.
From 2 to 3, we'll be holding the music and sound and game design activities.
From 3 to 4, we will be holding the arts and friends activities, and from 4 to 5, we will be holding the game design and sports activities.
These sessions will be held for the week of July 20th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. To sign up, go to the website covid19project.com under the camps directory. We hope to see you there.
Okay, we have one more video, so I will share that right now.
My name is Hamosu and I go to Palisades Charter High School as a freshman. Our organization, Voice of Calling, decided to create videos for people that could not access any teaching resources for coding, which is our website, voiceofcoding.com. During my quarantine, I felt bad reading the news every day seeing doctors working hard as I seemed to do nothing but stay home and study or mess around. I tried to think of any ways I could help with the strengths that I had. Luckily, coding was one of them, and that's when I started making videos for others. As I started to make them, I had fun programming, but had difficulty trying to teach, as it was something I had never done before. As I continued to make videos with the help of other members of the organization, I started to enjoy my experience. I was contributing to the education of others while doing something I really enjoyed, and this made me feel really happy and proud. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check out our website voiceofcoding.com for coding tutorials for Python and Java. Our plans for after quarantine are to listen to people's voice of calling and then travel to them in order to teach face to face.
Okay, thank you, Hamosu, for that wonderful video. Okay, next we have Hannah Moon, who is also our public relations and social media manager. And she has a short PowerPoint presentation with all like the photos that we took throughout the year. So now Hannah's gonna share her screen. Okay, so we actually have like a lot of new members. So I think we started with around like 15 members in the beginning, and now we have like around 40 or 30. So it's crazy how much we've grown as an organization in just 1 year. So Eunice Lee is gonna like mention and welcome all the new members.
Voice of Calling wants to welcome our newest members. We will start with 11th grade. Solomon Bake, Eric Choi, Andrew Hong, Nathan Kim, Jennifer Lee, John Lim, Joshua Nam. Our 10th graders are David Jung, Sean Kim, Matthew Ko, Stephen Ko, Ryan Lee. And finally, our 9th graders are Eva Choi, Ewan Hong, and Emily Brew.
Okay, so Eunice is also gonna talk about like the seniors that are graduating this year. So they are heading off to college, and they won't be with our organization anymore, I think. But yeah, Eunice, she's gonna share her screen again. Oh.
So as you know, today is the 1 year anniversary of Voice of Calling, and we've got so much done during this time, as you've seen throughout this whole presentation. We just want to send off our seniors who are headed off to college this fall. Our seniors are Jean Lee, Gino Lee, Ryan Han, Sean Lee, and Joseph Kim. Let's start with Jean Lee. He graduated from Cleveland High School. He taught many of our members how to code and watched them as they applied their learned knowledge to various aspects of their lives. Following is Gino Lee. He contributed heavily as a translator between the adults and high school students. Gino has shown us the importance of communication, and we wish him well. Sean Lee has always been given the opportunity to speak as a representative for others, whether it was voluntary or not. We hope that he will continue to make his voice heard in his new environment. Ryan Hahn was irreplaceable in a team setting. He set a positive vibe for his team, allowing everybody to do their best. We're certain that he will be a valuable asset wherever he goes. Joseph Kim always saw the potential in Voice of Calling. Even in our starting days, he looked forward to a time where Voice of Calling would be known for its works. We hope that they continue to do well.
So the seniors, do you guys have anything to say, or like a farewell speech? I don't know. Oh yeah, so we actually prepared gift cards for the seniors, and we'll get it to you guys after the meeting somehow. And yeah. Oh, actually, we already emailed it to you guys. So if you guys go to your email, you guys will be able to see the gift card. So, well, yeah, that's the end of the meeting today. So this is just a reminder of our vision that we have as a nonprofit organization. So yeah, thank you everyone for working hard this year, and let's continue to work hard. So, yeah, that's the end. So if anyone else has something to say, I guess you could say it. But other than that, thank you everyone for coming, and have a great day.